is Jen, Director of Children's Ministries here at Sugarloaf. And this guy sitting next to me is...
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Ken. I'm Jen's other half.
If you are a new upcoming kindergarten family, we want to welcome you to our program. Your kids are going to be spending a lot of time with us over the next year as we look at God's big story.
Parents, you will see me greeting everyone at the front door on Sundays. I love to make sure everyone feels welcome and known. I especially love connecting with your kids.
If you're already part of our Sugarloaf Kids family, this is going to be a great reminder to you too of all the resources that we have available to support your family this month. Since we haven't reopened our church, we wanted to hop on and talk to you about our August series called Indescribable, and how you can use our at-home kit that we mailed to your house. If you didn't get yours or you're new and you'd like to be included, please email me at jen@sugarloaf.org.
This month, we are looking at the connection between the creativity of God and His story.
When we look outside and see the beautiful world around us, we're reminded that God is so great, powerful, and creative. From the birds flying high in the sky to the planets orbiting the sun and the animals scampering around the earth, each one points to God's indescribable creativity.
Jesus used creativity even in the way that He told His disciples parables and that He told others parables, and in His miracles and how He loved others.
On top of that, we're created in God's image. We can solve problems, create art and music, design skyscrapers, and fly up into the sky. We reflect the image of God all around us when we're creative. In week 1, we're going to look at the book of Genesis, at the creation story.
In week 2, we will focus on how we are God's creation. We're looking at the book of Ephesians.
In week 3, we dive into the book of Esther. I love that story. And we're going to talk about how God made us for a specific purpose.
In week 4, we will look into the Gospel of Mark, focusing on chapter 2 about 4 friends who sacrificed for their friend.
Right. Finally, in week 5, we will wrap up the month in Matthew talking about how we were made to tell God's story and be salt and light in the earth.
It's going to be a very creative month.
That's right. And we define creativity as imagining what you could do because you were made in God's image. So, let's get to it. Let's open your packet and take a look together. Inside each envelope, there was something for kids and something for parents. So parents, let me take this opportunity to tell you a fact. In a year, in a non-COVID year, we get about 40 hours with your students. So you as the parent are the biggest influence on your child's life and the key influencer in their faith journey. We view our role as partner with you in raising this next generation of students, specifically your child, to know and follow Jesus as Lord and develop His character in their life. So the tools that we give you in this at-home kit are part of the way that we partner with you. So let's take a look at the parent tools first. They're located inside the cellophane envelope. It says parents and weekly activities. So if you're a parent of a preteen, we send you the preteen parent guide. And if you're a parent of a K through 3rd grader, we mail you the guide for that age group. They're exactly in the same format with slightly more age-appropriate games and conversation starters for each group. As an example today, we're going to look at the elementary guide and talk about how to use it. First, each Sunday, we invite you to watch the Bible lesson. Your kids can do that in their Zoom small group, or you can click the link in your email and watch it on your own computer or on our website.
Our Orange Bible lessons, they are professionally filmed,
Right.
and absolutely engaging, and I have to say, beautifully done. They take about 13 minutes or so. And there is a Bible video lesson for both K through 3rd grade.
Right. After you watch the Bible lesson, you're going to use this sheet, and there's a different one for every week. There is an activity for you to do as a family. We know that kids learn through play, and this is a way that you can play with your kids to reinforce the lesson and use that as a springboard for conversation. Next, you can talk about the Bible story with your kids. So even if you didn't watch the lesson with them, you can still talk to your kids about it by using this guide. This reminds you about the main things that we want you to learn. You're going to find a suggestion for prayer right here.
It's easy, simple, concise. We also include the monthly overview so that you will know what is coming in a snapshot.
Right. Finally, there's a letter from me this month that explains what we have going on. So let's spend a few moments on that. This month we're trying something new to get the kids interacting with us. We know COVID has been very hard. So we're going to do what we are going to call Show Us, which are a series of weekly posts that are going to go along with our lesson topics.
It's kind of like show and tell.
That's right. And kids love it when they get the opportunity to share. So we're creating a way for them to get to do just that. We also know that as parents, us included, we love to brag on our kids. So this is a project that's going to let us do both those things. You're going to ask your kids the following weekly questions and then post or tag or text or email us the pictures showing us. Number 1, show us something in God's creation that you think is amazing.
Like the sky, beach, the stars, maybe a vacation, a lake, animals.
Number 2, show us a way that you can use your gifts to be creative.
Maybe you're an artist, you do ballet, tap dancing, you're an athlete.
3, show us something that you're really good at.
Like math, which I'm not, or tying your shoe.
Number 4 is showing a way that you help or play with others.
Maybe you babysit, or you help your mom and dad, or a neighbor, or maybe you help your mom or your dad with laundry.
Finally, 5 is showing us how you shine God's light.
By praying, writing in your journal, by letting others know how much you love the Lord.
Or even invite them to church. We're going to use all the pictures that you send us each week in a segment during our Wednesday show so that the kids can see them, just like show and tell. It's going to be one of their favorite things. So you need to post and tag us using hashtag Sugarloaf Kids Ministry, email us jen@sugarloaf.org, or text me. You can email me for my phone number. The last week of every month, we are going to ask for their memory verse videos.
Here is a window clean that you can use anywhere and everywhere you like. I like to put it on Jen.
Maybe not, but you can put it on your porch door or your car window. It's a handy and convenient tool that you can use to help your kids hide God's Word in their heart. We also have included a set of memory verse practice cards. You can cut these out and take them apart and play with them a ton of different ways to help memorize that verse. Finally, let's talk about the game board. As your kids follow along with us each month, we're going to ask them to do activities and mark off the spaces. At the end of the month, you're going to show us a picture of this game board and we'll add up the points for you and declare a winner. So each week, we might ask them to watch their lesson or come to small group, to play the family game we showed you about, maybe do their God time cards. How about watching our Wednesday show? How about posting the Show Us post of the week?
This is a daily, personal discipleship tool that you will get with your kids, and you guys can get in the habit of doing it together.
This is their God time cards. Did you know that we produce a weekly show where we teach the Bible lesson together, and the kids get to unpack that story in a different way? This is where they really get to know us. It's a fun show, and we feature your kids in it every week. We know that they love to watch themselves and their friends. So if your kids ever want to participate, please let us know. This show airs every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Getting your kids, especially the new kindergartners, in the habit of hopping on and watching it, it's going to help prepare them for when we get back. When we reopen the church and they walk in and see us in person, they're going to feel like they have a friend.
And we also want you to know that we put it on YouTube.
That's right. We know that many of your kids are allowed to be on YouTube. So this is a way that they can watch us without having to use mom or dad's phone. You just need to search for Sugarloaf Kids and subscribe. We load a lot of content in addition to our weekly lesson, like games, to help them learn the memory verse. It's a great resource for your kids and probably the single best way that we can partner with you in this season to influence your kids in their faith journey. Finally, this month, as a special treat, your kids are getting a creativity journal that goes along with each week's lesson. We hope that this video kind of helps you settle into our program or get a refresher on how to use all the tools that we provide you each month. We love you. We're here for you. Reach out to us at any time. jen@sugarloaf.org. Have an awesome, indescribable August.
Bye, guys.